You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning. This morning's Wake Up with Witcher is sponsored by Jiffy Lube Multi-Care. Welcome to Jiffy Lube Knoxville, your one-stop destination for automotive care. At Jiffy Lube, they're not just about oil changes. Their skilled technicians offer a wide range of services to keep your vehicle in top-notch condition. Whether it's a routine oil change, tire maintenance, or comprehensive inspection, they've got you covered. Trust them to provide reliable and efficient services for your car and truck today. And the best part, their friendly staff is dedicated to getting you back on the road quickly, so you can focus on what matters most, and that's your journey. Jiffy Lube Knoxville, where quality meets convenience. Visit any of their 9 locations today and experience the difference. Mention Witcher for a $20 discount, and you can visit them online at jiffylubeknoxville.com. All right, how's everyone doing this morning? Everyone doing okay? Happy Friday. We've got the week almost over with, and what's the plans for the weekend? Are we doing anything fun this weekend? Do you have outdoor activities? I will tell you that we're talking about a 50-50 weekend here this weekend due to the fact that we do have showers and thunderstorms that are going to roll back into the area on Saturday. So today and tomorrow, some elevated rain chances, and then we're going to get rid of some of those rain chances as we get into next week. So yesterday we did make it to 91 degrees at McGee-Tyson Airport. We picked up 1.82 inches of rainfall yesterday. Tri-Cities picked up over an inch of rain as well. So some decent rain, a little bit cooler than average in Tri-Cities. Most of the activity was north of Interstate 40 yesterday. We saw some pretty good showers and thunderstorms late last night roll their way on through and had a line of severe storms. Didn't have a lot of wind damage associated with those, but did have some severe storms last night. All right, satellite and radar this morning. We even had a few pockets of showers and thunderstorms already this morning. So if you're joining us from Union, Granger County, you're probably waking up to some wet roads. Same with you folks near Tri-Cities, Greenville area. Even parts of Morgan County, possibly some wet roads here to get the morning started thanks to the rain. Now, the fog's already started to settle its way on into the area, so when we step outside and take a live look there in Maynardville, you can see a little bit of fog off in the distance there. The East Tennessee weather camera, not too terribly bad, but we have had some fog forming around town, so do travel safely here as you travel out and about. The fog will burn off, and we're going to see not a ton of sunshine, but we'll see some sunshine before the clouds kind of fill back in as the storms begin to approach. What's up, Lee and Katrina and Mel? We've got Tom on here this morning as well. Good morning, guys. How are you this morning? A mild and muggy start to the day. So here's the general setup. High pressure that brought us the heat yesterday starts to retrograde. What does that mean? That means it's moving to the west. Typically, our storms move from west to east, but high pressure being squeezed back into the southern Great Plains due to our low pressure system that's going to be swinging its way into the area. So concentrate up towards Chicago. This is our next disturbance that's going to be swinging into the area throughout the day today and tomorrow. And that's what's going to bring us elevated rain chances. The scattered showers and thunderstorms will ramp up today. I think tomorrow, as the trough axis starts to shift east, most of the energy will probably be across the mountains of East Tennessee. Notice that little ball of energy down into Florida? Yep, that could be our next tropical system. We do have an elevated chance for that. The National Hurricane Center has put a cluster of thunderstorms over the Caribbean to 80% chance of becoming our next tropical system as it works its way over Cuba and into the Gulf of Mexico. So the Panhandle of Florida, western Florida, kind of under the gun here as the storm system tracks its way northward. I don't think it's going to be anything major, but it could be our next tropical system. So we'll keep you posted on how this all plays out. And then depending on where it goes, really depends on how much moisture moves its way back into our area. Does it shut down the rain chances, or do they ramp up as that system swings through? So we'll keep an eye on that. And of course, anybody that has any vacation homes down across the coast of Florida, you're probably going to be wanting to watch that one pretty closely. Again, I don't think it's going to be any major hurricane, but could become a tropical storm. All right, severe weather outlook again today. We're under a level 1 risk by the Storm Prediction Center. So isolated strong to severe thunderstorms are expected as we get into the afternoon. We also have a level 2 risk for localized flooding and flash flooding. Obviously, as saturated ground, more efficient rain producers are on the way here today, and that's going to elevate the flooding and flash flood risk. So the National Weather Service has extended the flood watch until 8 o'clock this evening. So yeah, we still have a lot of moisture available. It's kind of crazy how we started the month of July and ended the month of July and started the month of August. I mean, what a crazy weather pattern we've been under. But it's going to change, and we're going to see better weather weather as we get into next week. Hotter weather, but better weather. We'll dry out just. All right, so picking up our timeline on our futurecast this morning, 8 o'clock, running you through noon today. We may start to see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, northern plateau, north of Interstate 40, late morning, right around the lunch hour. But from lunchtime into the 3 o'clock hour, you can see how these showers and thunderstorms are going to start to ramp up across the area. So do kind of stay weather alert throughout the day today. Check in with the East Tennessee Weather app every once in a while on the interactive radar, giving you past, current, and future radar. So by the end of the day, again, don't concentrate on your city and the numbers specifically. This is a model guidance, but it's guiding us and letting us know that it's kind of feast or famine, I think, with the storms today. Some of us may not get a whole lot. Some of us may get over 1 inch to 2 inches of rainfall. And if that were the case, that's when we're likely to see the potential for some localized flooding. All right, so your forecast by lunchtime, temperatures are going to be in the mid 80s. We'll see the clouds increasing. So we're going to start off with some fog and sunshine. Clouds increase and will become partly to mostly cloudy as we get into the afternoon as the storms fire up. High temperatures, close to those seasonal averages, upper 80s to pockets of low to mid 90s. A little bit more heat across the Southern Valley, a little bit more humidity as well. That's going to lead to a heat index value near Chattanooga pushing close to heat advisory criteria. Other than that, most locations, we're talking mid to upper 90s, close to 100 degrees. So nothing too crazy here today, but still hot, especially for those that work outside. The sweat factor is way up. I mean, if you happen to be out and about outside for any duration of time, you know that the sweat factor is just like you just sopping wet by the time you go back inside. Then you're freezing when you go back inside, right? With the AC kicking in. All right, so the heat stress is going to be a little bit more elevated south of Interstate 40, less elevated north of Interstate 40. A, we're going to have more cloud coverage. And B, we're not talking as extreme of a heat index value throughout the day today. But that heat stress is really going to skyrocket as we get into the first and middle part of next week anyways. All right, if you have evening plans, it's Friday night. Are we doing dinner out on town? Are you cooking in the backyard? You may have to dodge a few showers and thunderstorms, but I think they'll start to wind down as we get closer to sunset. But look at that evening rush hour time frame. 6 o'clock, we're at 83. It's still going to feel like 90. 76 by 8 and then 74 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight. Our rain chances dwindle pretty quickly. Now, elevated rain chances today and tomorrow. And then Sunday, Monday, well, we're going to take those rain chances on out of here. And just maybe a couple of afternoon showers and thunderstorms as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. Doesn't look like any major disturbances. It just looks like a lot of high pressure bringing us the heat. It's bringing us the heat next week. Look at these temps. Saturday is going to be the coolest day, down to 85 degrees. High humidity, still much of a heat index value. Next week, we're talking highs in the low 90s, so we're probably going to be trending about 5 degrees above average next week. Dew points are going to stay in the 70s, and so that heat index value next week is going to be pushing close to 100 degrees. Probably staying underneath heat advisory criteria, but we'll see how it all plays out, so make sure you check back. And even Saturday, even though it's going to be the coolest day, we're still talking a heat index value of about 92. So again, always check in with the East Tennessee Weather app as your number one stop shop for weather here in East Tennessee. Hopefully it is anyways. The interactive radar, of course, the push notifications and your daily forecast weather updates are always available right there at your fingertips. Before we get to the chat, I wanted to share, typically I'll end the segment, but we had some amazing photos come in from yesterday of the storms that were firing up. How about this one? A stormy sunset in Harriman, thanks to Barbara Nicholson. That's an incredible photo. Barbara, you knocked this one out of the park. Hopefully you weren't driving while you took that picture and it was a passenger. You don't want to be taking photos while you're driving, right? All right, here's another crazy one. And I posted this one. This was from Beth Cresswell in Maryville. This was looking north, looking towards Loudon area, I think she said. But a cool sunset. Great sunset, some jet contrails. She's like, I loved seeing the contrails of the jets flying around the storm because these storms were pushing 40 to 50,000 feet in the atmosphere, higher than airplanes fly. So airplanes have to go around them. But I loved how those storms just shot up, straight up. We had so much instability and buoyancy in the atmosphere that they shot straight up. All right, Greenback, a stormy sky there from Dwayne Foister. We also had incredible lightning shots. Talbot, thanks to Luke. Luke had another great one. Ash Stafford, friend of mine who actually works at UPS, was at the UPS store and grabbed that photo. You can see the leaders on that storm, on the lightning anyways. Isn't that just so cool? Incredible lightning show last night. Luke had another one from Talbot. Look at that lightning strike. So impressive photos sent in under Witcher's Pictures using the East Tennessee Weather app. All right, happy Friday. How's everyone doing this morning? Are we doing good? A little Witcher's Adventures yesterday. I have now fully, well, not officially, but I've finished my built-ins. That was a feat. I probably won't do that again anytime soon. Probably won't need to. But a full wall, so I'll show you a picture once we have it all decorated, have the hooks put up, and have the jackets and the buckets for the shoes and whatnot. But a little bit of organization is going to be taking place, and I got it done just before school starts. That was the goal, and it looks pretty awesome. Looks much better in person than it does on photos. I sent a couple photos to my family yesterday, and they're like, that's amazing. I was like, yeah, but it looks way better in person. So I'll share a photo once we get it all put together. What else did we do yesterday? I guess that was about the extent of it. Good morning, Katrina. Hi, Lindsay. How are you this morning? Got Robert joining us this morning. I'm heading to Louisville, Kentucky around noon for work today. How's it looking up that way? I'm sure I'll get hit with some storms up 75. You will likely get storms up 75. So make sure you just track it with the East Tennessee weather app there, Robert, and make sure you have your GPS location turned on because we do have a risk for strong thunderstorms. So if you're running into those, you want to be notified as you're driving. Let's see. Thanks, Kat. I appreciate it. She said, good job. Excited to see the pictures. I guess I could show you a picture now. Let's see if I can get one up here for you. Because it's not fully put together yet. So it's kind of like, well, all right, I'll just show you a picture anyways. So here's one. Maybe. There we go. There's a picture. So I've redone that room and I did shiplap. Here's another picture. So I still have to putty the holes, kind of retape paint and touch up everything. But it is done. We'll put a couple hooks in there, baskets on top for stuff, baskets on the bottom for all the shoes. So everybody gets 2 shoe holders. And it's come together pretty well. And everyone gets a plug. Everybody gets a plug with USB-C and USB-A. USB-A and USB-C, I think it is, or whatever it is. Anyways, and 2 plugs to be able to plug in their stuff. All their electronics. It turned out pretty good, though, wouldn't you say? Yeah. I think it'll look much, much better once it's all put together. Thanks, Mel. I appreciate that. It was a lot of work. That is for sure. In the fine-tuned carpentry, I mean, there are several mistakes that I don't think most people probably will see them. Several mistakes because I've never done it before, but it turned out pretty good. Pretty happy with it. And it's all about organization, right? You get it all organized. And of course, right next to it, we're going to put a rubber shoe mat as soon as you walk in the door. Probably. I think that's probably what we'll put right there at the front entrance. So when you come in, if your shoes are muddy or whatever, you can put them right there, let them dry out, and then you can put them back into your cubby. That's the goal. We'll see if the kids and the family uses it. That would be the goal, right? Let's see. What other shenanigans do I have going on? Did you see that photo? This was 24 years ago. I threw this on yesterday for a Throwback Thursday. How about that one? That was my first weather center right there, 24 years ago, KJCT Channel 8 in Grand Junction, Colorado. Oh, the 2-tone shirt with the white collar and the blue shirt. Oh, man, and that thing was baggy. I probably had a skinny tie on or something, or maybe a big fat tie. Probably had a big fat tie. But the weather center was way back in the newsroom, and we had to walk around the newsroom, down a long hallway to get back to the studio. So if you were running late, and this was back in the day where, our weather graphics now, where everything renders live. So, your animation with the sun shines and the high pressures and even your future cast. It's all animated. Well, if we wanted an animated 7-day forecast, I had to actually render that out. And it usually took about 45 minutes to an hour just to make the 7-day forecast sunshines move and some animation in the forecast, like 45 minutes. It's amazing how far we've come along in technology in general, but of course, weather technology. Back then too, we were looking at Difax diagrams, and probably most of you don't know what a Difax is, but it's a printed piece of paper of the United States that had temperature, dew point, pressure, I think it had, and also cloud coverage for like every city in the country. So it was super cluttered with a ton of stuff on there. And then you could like go in there, dive in to draw your cold fronts and warm fronts and find out where the high pressure ridges and low pressures were and stuff like that. So it was a lot more work back then. Let's see. It was a lot more work back then. So let's see if I had any other photos to share with you. Nope, that's it. All right. Anyways, Witcher's Adventures. We were going to try to get out on the water yesterday. My kids really wanted to get out on the water yesterday, but I was like, dude, I got to finish these. I got to finish these built-ins. I can't do anything about that. Traveling Tom's taking a break this weekend. Thanks, Brittany. I appreciate that. Thanks, Katrina. I appreciate that, Kim. Burley. Well, what's funny, Lindsay, is I actually, when I redid that room, it's been like a year and a half. No, like 2 years since I did that room. I think it's been about 2 years since I did that room. The goal was to put in these built-ins. And so when I redid it and took everything down to the studs, I was like, I want plugs. I think this is the size. And so everything, 2 years later, everything actually turned out fairly well. The plugs are fairly even inside each one of those. They're not centered up because I didn't know exactly what I was doing, but hey, it's okay. Probably better if the plugs are off to one side anyways. Then that way things are a little bit more hidden. But with jackets and stuff on there, I think everything's going to be hidden. But that was the goal, and I finally have almost finished it. What's up, Heather? Everyone say hi to Heather. Heather, say hi to everyone. This is my hairstylist, Heather. I'm going to be bringing one of my kids to you next week, Well, would you build me a closet system next? Sorry, I love you, but can't do it. What's up, Cha-Cha? How are you this morning? Haven't seen you on here for a while. Got Bobby Johnson on here as well. Let's see. Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? How's tomorrow look for Douglas Lake? Probably pretty stormy. Let me look at some. I'll just walk you through the models. Since I have so many different models to look at, and so sometimes you just got to look at one over another. So let me bring you to that. So this is so East Tennessee is right here where I'm circling. Okay. So this is what today looks like. Stormy weather. So you can see the storms moving in today. And then as we get into, let's see, that's tonight. Storms move on out. So we may see a couple of spotty showers past sunset, but probably not a whole lot. And then tomorrow, there's 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So you can see maybe a couple of spotty showers. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Maybe a couple spotty showers, but then through the day tomorrow. I think today is going to be more coverage of showers and thunderstorms. I don't think tomorrow is going to be a big deal. Do we have some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow? Let's see. Yeah, I think probably closer to, as the trough axis swings through, probably closer to 2 to 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, evening. We could see some activity, but I think you're probably going to be pretty good to get out in Douglas Lake. Again, you might have to dodge a couple, so something to keep in mind, but you can track them with the East Tennessee Weather app, right, Ben? Danny, you and me both. I've been on the paddleboard once in like 2 weeks, thanks to all these storms and the weather. It's crazy. Thanks, Vicky. I appreciate that. How are you this morning? You want some now, at least two for the kids. Yeah, it's just all about organization. So we'll see if this helps. I think it's going to help. I was like a baby. Wasn't I like a baby? Jeez. Let's see. What are you saying there? Jesse. Looks awesome. Makes my OCD happy. I wish I was a little... I'm OCD when it comes to projects. I want everything to be perfect. And I have to let myself know sometimes when I do these projects, it's not going to be perfect, but like my buddy said, once you put up all the trim work and stuff like that, it hides a lot of stuff. Hides a bunch of mistakes. I had one board that was a little crooked, but you put up the trim work and now it doesn't look crooked. Yeah, right, Sean Brooks Brothers. It's probably where I got that shirt back in the day. I don't know what you're meaning by that, Lindsay. That dial up. What Oh, that picture. Were we on dial? Yeah, I was on dial-up. Difax is not dial-up. It came through a fax machine. But yes, we were on dial-up back in the day. That's when I started taking meteorology school. That's when I went back to school to go back to school for meteorology, anyways. And did 3 years of meteorology school all on dial-up and VHS taped lectures because I did everything remotely while I worked full time. But you should put a nice garbage can or laundry basket near it. Maybe a cabinet for emptying backpacks in. Maybe. I was thinking about maybe that, or like a nice little table with maybe some flowers or some decorations right there as you walk right into the door. Probably what we're gonna do. I don't know. We'll see. Because we have an outdoor mat too, so if your shoes are muddy, actually they're gonna stay outside anyways. We try to be a no shoe house. It's tough to do. My wife's a nurse, obviously, and so she hears about all the stuff that's on the bottom of your shoes is gross, right? And we really shouldn't be bringing that into the house. My brother's married to an Asian girl, and Asians typically don't allow shoes. And I mean, other cultures do too, but Asians are one that don't typically allow shoes inside the house. And there's a good reason why. But when you have kids running around the house and there's a inside, outside, it's like near to impossible. Is it Danny's birthday today? Danny, if it's your birthday, happy birthday. If that's the truth. I wouldn't imagine that Mel would lie, of course. That's not going to be a thing. All right. It is now 7:21. Kimberly, guess what time it is? That's right, my friend. And to all of you, get your dance on. It's Friday, baby. All right, today's national holiday is brought to you by yours truly. We got some good ones today. National Water Balloon Day. I'm going to give a big shout out to that. My kids have been throwing water balloons for the last 3 or 4 days because my son wanted to spend some money, and he bought this little tiny water balloon contraption where you can pump them up in this little container, and it's got a little tie thing. And then, the little tiny water balloons like this big. And now I'm like yelling at them every day going, guys, pick up your stuff. Go pick up all the water balloons. We have 2 dogs that are going to eat that. If they eat latex, they're going to die. Well, they'll probably not be good. It's International Beer Day. Celebrate some of those international beers, from Kolsch's to lagers. What else? Let's see. Dark stouts, like Guinness, international beers. National Coloring Book Day. Anybody like to color? I do like to color. My wife bought like an adult coloring book. That's all these crazy designs and stuff like that. So she does that every once in a while. Anybody a fan of ice cream sandwiches? Well, it's a National Ice Cream Sandwich Day. For me, I'm not a huge chocolate lover, but I think if there's other flavors in there, it's okay. Ice cream sandwiches to me, it's like childhood, right? But I didn't eat them a lot because I didn't like the chocolate. I'd probably eat one now. I think ice cream sandwiches to me is like one of those things that you don't really like, but you eat. Does that make sense? I know you're probably like, well, I don't typically eat things I don't like, well, that's true, but have you ever eaten something that you're like, even if it's like finger food or something like that, you're like, I don't really like this, but I can't stop eating it. Does that make sense? That's what ice cream sandwiches are to me. Anyways, that's all the national holidays for the day today. So go celebrate National Water Balloon Day. Go throw a water balloon at somebody. Grab yourself a nice international cold brew. It is Friday, by all means. Kick back, relax with a movie, and do some coloring tonight. And grab yourself a nice ice cream sandwich. Sounds pretty perfect. And of course, it's Friday, so that's even better. Good news is there are no major incidents on the interstate at this hour. So we're doing A-okay. Nothing to show you on the interstate system this morning. All right. So Sunday is going to be a good day for a pontoon ride. Yes, 100%. Yes, it will. CreepyCon starts tonight. What's up, Seth? How are you? You headed to work this morning? My wife was at UT the other day. Oh, that's tonight, Buck. Virginia Sweet and Pat Travelers Band at Open Chord tonight. Rock and roll showtime, baby. Well, maybe. Are you going? Maybe we'll see you there. I don't know. Haven't talked to my wife. She worked yesterday. I haven't had a chance to talk and see what the plans are this weekend. I know today we have to go out. Remember I told you my kid's bathroom flooded, so we're still working on that. They've not now used that bathroom for almost 2 months. I'm ready to kick them out of our bathroom because they make a disaster. They had water, tore down the shower curtain last night, water everywhere. I'm like, guys, what are you doing? But I heard them playing in the background, and you can't shut that down, right? Let the kids be kids, I suppose. Let the boys be boys. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. Let the boys be boys. Okay. Sorry. Anyways, and so today, so we have to go find some tile. We have to find some paint, or at least the color of the paint, and we have to find ourselves a vanity. Anybody know where you can buy a good vanity? I don't know. It's a kid's bathroom. I'm not spending a lot of money on this thing, but we're going to change it. It was a single sink. Now we're changing it to a double sink, and so now both the kids will have their own sink, and then they won't have to yell at each other. Still going to yell at each other. They're brothers, right? I know Southeastern Salvage has some good ones, so we'll probably head out there. So we just have to go pick it out, and so that can start to be installed. I'm excited to get their bathroom back in order. I'm redoing my nails before I go to the grocery store. We have to go grocery shopping today as well. You know, yesterday the kids were like, we don't have any food. And the day before we went out to dinner, went to Soccer Taco. I told you that. So last night I was like, okay, we're not going out to dinner. It's too darn expensive. Wife was working. I was working. And so I made hot dogs. But here's what I made. Check this out. I'll actually show you a picture of it. So, I mean, probably not. But I'm going to anyways. So the kids didn't want grilled hot dogs, but I fired up the grill last night and made some grilled hot dogs. But because we have fresh tomatoes still from the Granger County Tomato Festival, if you have a tomato pie recipe, send it my way, Mike at easttandweather.com. Let me know of your tomato pie recipe. We have all these tomatoes. We're going to take this weekend. We're going to make some tomato pies, I think. We're going to make some spaghetti sauce. We're going to make some homemade salsa. But we had cucumbers. I had some fresh onions, Vidalia onions, by the way, from Jerry, who advertises with me with Volunteer Home Mortgage. She gave me a whole thing of Vidalia onions. And so I had some fresh onions, so cut those up, had fresh Granger County tomatoes, and had some fresh cucumbers, threw some red wine vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, some salt and pepper, and made myself a little fresh salad. And then, of course, a couple hot dogs. So I took those onions and cut those up for my hot dogs because I like everything on my hot dog: mustard, relish, onions, and ketchup. Didn't have any relish, but we had dill pickles. So I chopped up some dill pickles and put those on last night. And it was so good. It was like a good old-fashioned American dinner last night, right? A good summertime dinner. Hot dogs and fresh veggies. Anyways, that's what I made last night. So we had to go grocery shopping, needless to say. Townsend and I hope to hike House Mountain in the morning. Tomorrow morning, you'll be good to go. As long as it's probably going to be a little muddy, Nathan. But hey, by the way, give Townsend a big old shout out this morning. What's up, little buddy? When's he going back to school, Nathan? And what else are you doing this weekend? Are you doing anything fun? Give me a shout. Let's see. The new Deadpool and Wolverine is great. Worth going to see if you're a Deadpool fan. Nice. Ooh, you're going to Norris Lake today. Watch out for the showers and thunderstorms if you're going to be on the boat. Probably after about noon, we'll start to see those showers and storms ramp up, Seth. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Mel. Let's see. What else are y'all saying here? Yeah, I'm trying to kill my banana tree, so I don't really care about that. I don't like my banana trees. Got to get those down. All right, let's do it. I'm down. I've already got you beat because I probably have water balloons ready to go here in about 10 minutes. Can you get them ready that fast? Good morning, Jesse. How are you this morning? Proud of you, Krista. That's awesome. You and Buck and a lot of folks. You know, the craft beer industry and all alcohol industry is down big time because a lot of people are sobering up, and I think it's a great trend. 2.5 years sober for Jesse James. Congratulations. And anybody else that's taken the leap of faith and become sober. Proud of you. Coloring is soothing. Yes, it is. What's up, Bobby Johnson? I used to love ice cream sandwiches when I was a kid. Yeah, they're okay. So CreepyCon Halloween and Horror Convention tonight, starting at 5, and all day Saturday and Sunday in downtown Knoxville. And this is the last weekend before school starts for Thursday. Yeah, right? It is totally modernized, isn't it? My mom does that kind of stuff. Belgium has some amazing beers made by the Trappist monks. That is very true. Some of their beers are just to die for. They're so good. Happy late birthday, Mel. Maybe I'll call Sweetwater today. I've been busy. I've not heard back from them, but I'll call them. So nothing set up as of right now. Stormed like crazy in Newport last night. It was pretty strong in Newport, but weekend from what it was when it first fired up. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. That's to you, Brian. Let's go on a boat ride with Katrina. That'd be fun. Good morning, Robin. There we go. Sean got it. I am aging myself. Come on, but come on. You got to love it. I mean, yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. Maybe Habit Resale Store. Check them. Knoxville Salvage. That's right. I could check them out. Thank you. Rick Green got it. What's up, buddy? Dude, my wife talks about you all the time. We were over at Amanda's house the other day, and we were talking about you, Rick. My wife was like, oh, man, I had the best time with him last time we were hanging out. You all are crazy. Just crazy, I say. Check out Knoxville Habitat for Humanity Restore. You never know what you might find there. That's true. What's up, Denise? How are you this morning? Yeah, there we go. That's probably what I'm going to do for lunch. Sounds good, doesn't it? Mayonnaise and a tomato. Sounds amazing. Did you lose me? For some reason, my computer just updated for some reason. And I'm not quite sure if you lost me or not. Well, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. Hopefully you didn't lose me. But anyways, my computer updated just now. That was weird. That was a weird thing. What's my favorite brand of hot dogs? I don't know. A good one. I like the. We talked about this the other week. I like the hot dogs that are actually from the hot dog stands. Those are some of my favorite. 4 years sober and loving it. Good job. Good job, Buck. Water balloons are in. The beer fridge just waiting for a hot day. That's awesome. Not so much, Kimberly, but I appreciate it. According to my wife, I should probably take care of my skin a little bit better, like she does. Yeah, throw a little bit of American cheese on there. That's a classic, huh? Okay, cool. I don't know what it did. It kind of reset, so we are still here. Nathan's hot dogs are good. 9/10 of an inch of rain last night in Hardin Valley. All right. Well, my friends, it is 9:34. Where is the day going? Cruising right along. I guess that's about all we have this morning. So we're going to throw some nice calm music. Actually, we should throw some more fun music on there, shouldn't we? That's not more fun. No, that's crazy music. We're going to throw that on there this morning. How about that one? We need something a little bit more entertaining. That's not too loud. Anyways, we're going to wrap things up here on this good old Friday. Oh, wait. Before I go, we're going to stop this for a second. Let me share with you, as we're sitting right here, let me share with you what my son has done. So they have, both my kids have 3D pens, like 3D printing pens type things where you put a little thing and you can draw whatever you want. My 11-year-old son, because I do wear glasses every once in a while, my 11-year-old son has made me a glasses holder. Would you look at that? Hold on. Let's see if we can get that to focus. 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 Come on. Why aren't you focusing? There we go. Look at that. Oh, it's not going to focus. Stupid autofocus. Anyways, so this is supposed to be mounted against the wall or a table or something like that. And watch this. You fold your glasses up like this, and you set it down just like that. He made that from scratch. No design, no nothing. Is that not the coolest thing ever? Big shout out to Kipton this morning. Love you, buddy. Love your creativity. He's made my wife a hat holder with this 3D pen, but he did not even look at a design. Is that not cool? So I got to mount it somewhere. All right. Promised him I'd share that with you, my friends. That's what I promised him. All right. So we're going to wrap things up here this morning. We sure hope you have a great day. Be safe. Be kind to each other. If you missed any of the forecast at all, I'll start you from the top, from the 24-hour weather channel. Let me get that all set up and ready to go. Remember, this morning's Wake Up with Witcher was sponsored by Jiffy Lube Multi-Care, 9 locations around East Tennessee, from Knoxville, Maryville to Clinton. If you mention Witcher, if you need to get an oil change or any service on your car, go check them out. Find out their locations, mention my name, and you'll get a $20 discount. Whew. That's a big deal, my friends. $20 will get you like a lot these days. Well, actually, I take that back. $20 doesn't get you much, but it gets you, saves you $20. And then $20 is $20, right? Have a great weekend and check in from time to time throughout the weekend. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube and all the East Tennessee weather platforms. I know a lot of you have already. Kind of redundancy, I know, but here, listen. There are some newbies on here, so I want them to know. I'm on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube, website, app, and all social media. So like, share, and subscribe to all your social media stuff as well. Really helps to populate it to folks who still have no idea that I have left the local TV stations over a year and a half ago. Crazy stuff. Have a great weekend. We'll send you back to the 24-hour weather channel. We'll see you back here for Wake Up with Witcher bright and early, 7 o'clock on Monday morning. See you soon, my friends. cold front through our area and bring us increasing chances for showers and thunderstorms. You can see how that evolution.
You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. The weekend is almost here. Now, here's the deal. Don't let your guard down yet. We're still kind of under the same pattern. Showers and thunderstorms, some of those could become strong to severe and also lead into locally heavy rainfall. We'll do it again a little bit on Saturday, but then fade those rain chances away as we get into next week. So let's get to work. Start you off the almanac from yesterday. We did top out at 91 degrees in Knoxville. Crossville not reporting 96 in Chattanooga and 84 in the Tri-Cities area. Now, downtown Knoxville or McGee-Tyson Airport picked up almost 2 inches of rainfall with about an inch, just over an inch in the Tri-Cities area. So we saw some heavy rain across parts of East Tennessee over the last 24 hours due to those showers and thunderstorms that really ramped up yesterday evening. It's all associated with some waves in the atmosphere, little bumps in the atmosphere, if you will. So we got a couple things going on. It's not going to be quite as hot as it was yesterday due to the fact that high pressure has shifted back to our west. It's retrograded. But an area of low pressure across the Great Lakes, upper Midwest, that's going to be diving southward. That's going to kick a cold front through our area and bring us increasing chances for showers and thunderstorms. You can see how the evolution of that by Saturday morning. So showers and thunderstorms today. Tomorrow, we'll likely see some showers and thunderstorms. The greatest extent would probably be across the mountain counties until this trough axis shifts off to our east, at which point it does do that on Sunday, and we'll be kind of tapering those rain chances down. The other side of the story is a tropical system that may be developing and pushing into the Gulf of Mexico somewhere across the western sections of Florida is what it's looking like right now. I'll show you what that looks like coming up in just a few minutes. Now, we do have a severe weather outlook throughout the day today. So a level 1 risk for isolated strong to possibly severe thunderstorms. We're under a level 2 risk for some localized flooding and flash flooding. We've got very efficient rain producers. And so the National Weather Service has extended our flood watch until 8 o'clock here this evening for all of East Tennessee. So let's walk you through the futurecast. 7 o'clock this morning through noon. We've seen a couple of scattered showers already this morning. Here comes that energy as we get into the afternoon to heat up the air. And this is going to pop off showers and thunderstorms across the area. Again, some of those could become strong to severe, so we'll keep you posted on that. Make sure you have a way to receive weather information, and of course, the East Tennessee Weather app is going to be a great tool for that. Futurecast rainfall, again, don't highlight the numbers specifically for your town, just the general idea. As we can see, it's kind of feast or famine. Some of us may get a lot, some of us may not get as much as others down the road. So if you get a lot and you've had a lot of rain over the last 5 to 7 days, you've had some localized flooding, this could lead to more. So that's why we had that flood watch in effect. 85 degrees expected by the lunch hour. Showers and thunderstorms pick up during the afternoon. Highs will be in the upper 80s to low to mid 90s. Dew points staying in the 70s, so very muggy, and that's going to lead to heat index values in the upper 90s to low 100. So yes, the heat stress across the central southern valley south of Interstate 40 is going to be a little bit higher than north, thanks to a better chance for showers and thunderstorms north of Interstate 40, at least for the peak heating of the day. So as we get into the evening hours, could have a few lingering showers for the evening rush hour. We're at 83, feeling like 90. And we drop down into the 70s as we get into 8 to 10 o'clock here tonight, so not too bad. Rain chances fade away through the weekend and into next week, so it looks like next week's going to be a much drier weather pattern, but next week's going to be a much hotter weather pattern. Remember that ridge of high pressure that's retrograded, pushed back to Texas? That moves its way back into our area as we get into next week. So high temperatures will be in the 90s. Dew points will likely stay right there in the low 70s. And so that's going to lead to heat index values next week, pushing over 100 degrees. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even Thursday timeframe as well. So some very hot weather is going to continue to set up shop and roll our way. Now, today's going to be hot. Tomorrow's not going to be quite as hot thanks to the cloud coverage and the cold front that's swinging its way into the area. So, again, have a way to receive weather information. As I mentioned, the interactive radar using the East Tennessee Weather app is a great tool. Gives you current, past, and future radar of 2 hours. Of course, your daily weather forecast updates by yours truly, updated 4 times a day. Always available right there at your fingertips. So enjoy your Friday. Try to stay as dry as you can. Have a great weekend. And, of course, check back in from time to time. Your next weather update's coming up today at noon. See you then.